What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Ree, and I'm back with a new show for you. I brought some special friends along to join the ride. I got my girl Jennifer, I got Chrissy, and this is the What the Disney podcast.
I like that opening. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's dope.
Like exciting and like makes me feel important.
Hey, this is y'all guys' first show, so congratulations on that.
Yay. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, these are my two co-hosts, Jennifer and Chrissy, my high school friends. But yeah, welcome to What the Disney. I'm your boy DJ Ree, and welcome to our very first Disney podcast on the Culture Network. How is everybody doing today on this Memorial Day? How's everybody doing?
It's nice, but it's hot.
Yes.
Very hot.
Which is
Summer's
nice.
almost here.
I'm very happy.
Very
happy that it's hot. I got really tired. I'm tired of being cold. Even though I prefer winter, but I'm tired of being cold. And then like as soon as it gets hot again, I'm gonna be like, I want winter.
Well, I can stand the cold more than I can stand the heat, and it better not be as hot as it is today at Disney, because that would be dreadful, wearing the mask and everything.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be super fun.
So yeah. So if you want to connect with us, we are on Instagram. Chrissy, what's our Instagram?
Our Instagram is what.thedisney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
I was expecting you to be like .com, and I'm like, but we're not.
I know. That's what I was going to say. .com. I was like, nope, that's not it. It's Instagram now. It's what the Disney. What.the.disney. I keep messing it up. Should I do it again one more time?
Yeah. What dot the Disney?
Okay.
What
dot the Disney?
Okay.
What dot
Our
the Disney?
Instagram is at what.thedisney.
Yeah. That's it. What dot the Disney? Yeah. Awesome. And also all things Culture Network. We're gonna find out what's going on with the Culture Network is at the.culture.network on Instagram, at the Culture Network on Facebook. Make sure you click like and subscribe to our channel for all things Disney and everything else that's going on with this network. We got an awesome show for you today. We got someone who I'm excited to have on, Damian from Damian Does Disney. He'll be joining us later on today to talk about the differences between Disneyland and Disney World and how they've been operating differently since the pandemic and reopening. We also got a giveaway that we're going to be talking about later on today, so we'll discuss that later. So yeah, I got a little icebreaker to start off first. We're Disney nerds, geeks. If that's the correct word.
I prefer nerd.
Nerd. Okay.
I prefer Disney adults.
Disney adults. And, remind me to ask this question too when we have Damian come on. What is it about Disney that caught your guys' eyes? What made you fall in love with it? Why do you still love Disney? We'll go with Jim first.
Oh, I grew up with it. It's been that thing. Like I distinctly have the memory of going and seeing Little Mermaid in the theater, and just that whole thing. And it's one of those things you like grew up with. Like I watched Kids Incorporated after school. I wasn't a big Mickey Mouse Club person. I was much more of a Kids Incorporated. Mm-hmm. So I'm a hipster that way. I didn't grow up with the NSYNCs and the JCs. I grew up with the chick, what's her name? Carrie something from Felicity. She was on Kids Incorporated. So,
right.
But I grew up with all the like TV shows and Gummy Bears and all that kind of stuff. And that's always just kind of ingrained me into like the Disney lifestyle. And it's like I said in my bio, when you go to our Instagram page, it's just when you walk down the street of Main Street in the morning with your Starbucks in one hand and your buttered croissant in the other, you just feel like everything is good. And there's actually just nothing wrong in the world and all that kind of stuff. So like, that's just like that's the Disney experience for me in general. And like, it's just one of those things that like, it makes you feel good. So why would you run away from something that just makes you feel good? You might as well like enjoy life. You get one of these. Have fun with it. Rock it.
Yep. And Chrissy, you still there? Just tell us your story real quick.
Tell us your story, even if you can't see you.
Okay, you can't see me. So I grew up watching the old Mickey Mouse Club with my dad, and Spin and Marty, all that kind of stuff. And from an early age, it just really captured me. And the attention to detail at the parks, down to the light bulbs and the way that the bricks are laid on the sidewalks. I always loved that as a kid. Even as an adult, I love just kind of paying attention to all the quirky little things. And no matter how bad I'm feeling or tired I'm feeling, like Disneyland just always peps me up, and it holds a special place in my heart. To this day, I still fall asleep almost every night watching Fantasia. It just kind of, eases my mind, puts me to sleep. And so it's always held a special place in my heart.
Cool. Me?
Yeah, let's hear your story.
Yeah.
Let's bring on your story, sir.
I'm still a youngin with Disney. I will watch Disney, on occasional. On the occasional, but now I got, kids and stuff. I actually got into Disney because my god brother would work at the Disney store. So he will come down to LA and, give us those free tickets just to get into the park. We get them once a year for work at the Disney store. So I just fell in love right then and there going to Disneyland. I think before then, I only been to Disneyland twice. When I was younger and when in high school with the school choir, we did the tour. So we got to go to Disneyland. Besides that was it until my godbrother got me going to Disneyland for free. I was like, yeah. And then I had Xavier. He fell in love. My wife, Robin, she used to work at Disneyland, so that got me into it more. She worked at
me neither. That's cool.
She worked at Disneyland and she was at California Adventure when they first opened. So so because of everybody loving Disney, they got me loving Disney too. So that's my story. It's just you feel the magic when you go.
Yeah.
So
it's that walk down Main Street, man, first thing in the morning. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of air Disney pumps into that place. You immediately are not tired anymore.
Right.
You're immediately like, I remember a few years ago, I was driving down for San Diego Comic-Con and I was going to stop at Disneyland and have dinner because I had a season pass at the time. And so my son had woken me up at like 3 a.m. the morning I left. So like I had been up and driving all the way to LA on like less than like 3 hours of sleep. And I got to the parking lot at Disney, parked, and like sat there for 15 minutes going like, this is probably stupid. I should probably get to San Diego and like go to bed. But I was like, no, I'm here, a park. I'll go in the park. When the park immediately was awake, immediately was ready to go, immediately was like, let's do this. Let's ride rides and eat dinner. And like, I don't know what the air they pump into that place. You're not tired. You're not sleepy, nothing. It's just like full adrenaline going. And you're just like, I'm at Disney. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Definitely. I agree. I am not a morning person and I could drive all night, drive early in the morning, get there and be like, I'm ready to go at 6 a.m., open the park, Yeah. And I can go all day until they close without, having to go nap or something. And it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just like the adrenaline and just the magic of it all,
Yeah. The hype. It's like the, I'm here, let's do this kind of
definitely,
hype.
Definitely.
Cool. Well, let us know down in the description what was your first Disney experience, what made you fall in love with Disney, and get back to us. We will read the comments. All right. Well, let's get into our next segment. We got some Disney news for you. So I call this Set Ready. It's Disney news. Let's get to the news. Jen, there's been a lot going on. Disney dumped a whole lot on us this week regarding out-state guests, rides opening. We got restaurants opening. What's the deal? What's the tea?
Well, first off, they're going to allow out-of-state guests after June 15th, which I not happy about. As a Californian man, it was so nice, the idea of being able to like go there and be like, we're only Californians allowed here. It was kind of one of those cool things. But yeah, they're gonna start letting out-of-state people come in. They also raised the time to make reservations, so now you don't have to wait 60 days; it's 120 days to make your reservations. So if you buy tickets today, you can make your reservation for at least 120 days out, which is really nice. It takes a lot of stress off of trying to make that reservation and make sure you get the dates and nobody steals the day you're going to be there and all that kind of stuff. They're going to reopen Jungle Book. I always called it the Jungle Book ride. It's just the Jungle Cruise. I don't know why I called it Jungle Book. I always call it Jungle Book. Even when I'm like there, I'm like, let's go on Jungle Book. And people look at me like I'm a weirdo. I'm like, what? They're reopening that, which I can't wait because that's one of my favorite rides. And it's one of the people I go with. It's one of their favorite rides. It's always a good time to be around. Also, Avengers Campus and Ant-Man's microbrewery. If you have known me at all during the building of Avengers Campus, you've known that Ant-Man's microbrewery is where I will live, breathe, eat, sleep, do everything. Because Ant-Man is my favorite Avenger of all time. So those are the highlights that I can find right now. Any other news that I should be reporting on? I know there's a bunch. I'm scrolling through my phone. There's a bunch. They're opening up Disney Wish for the cruise ships. New information came out about the Star Wars Hotel, which is apparently a 3-day experience. You're not allowed to leave.
Wow.
I found that out today on TikTok. So when you book the Star Wars Hotel in Disney World, it's at least 3-day experience. You don't leave the hotel. You're not allowed to leave the hotel. It's a fully immersive experience because technically speaking, when you're on the hotel, you're in space because all the windows make it look like you're flying through space and all that kind of stuff. So you can't leave the hotel to go into, onto Earth when you're supposed to be flying through space. So it is a 3-day, at the very least, immersive experience that I found out about today that my husband we're booking. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to complain.
Wow. That's going to be expensive.
Yes.
I know.
That's going to be expensive, but worth it if you're a Star Wars fan.
Man.
Do you guys want to talk about what is in Avengers Campus?
Besides the most brilliant thing that is Ant-Man's microbrewery.
We can talk about that, but I want to bring our guest on because I know. I know he has some opinions about that too because I saw some videos online. I know he has too. And we got our topic too, the difference between Disney and Disney World, especially since they both reopen now. So let's bring in our guest. You can find him on YouTube at Damian Does Disney. Give it up, everybody, for Damian Houston.
Hey guys.
Yay. Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Good. Hey, DJ Ree, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Chrissy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Great. Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. This is straight out of Pandora.
Yeah.
At Disney World.
Nice. Now, the first thing I noticed, especially when I started watching your videos, is your background in the back. The whole your collection in the back. Tell us what you got going on back there.
All right, so to my right here, I have this Lego Mickey Mouse I got from a Lego store out at the downtown Disney. It took about 6 hours to put together. It's about 3,000 pieces. So then right over my head is Steamboat Willie Lego set. That was fun as well. I think I ordered that online through Lego. I think it has about, how many pieces is about? 750 pieces on that one. So that took about 5 or 6 hours to put together as well.
5 or 6 hours? That would take me days.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I have just a couple of let's see, what's this? A couple of pop-ups behind me, right there. So just cool stuff right there. So That's about it.
That's cool. That's cool. I know the ladies have some questions, but we have an icebreaker question for you. It's a
Sure.
question that I asked the ladies when we first came on.
Mhm.
What got you in love with Disney? What is it about Disney that makes you stay in love with Disney?
All right, so pretty much I've been fortunate. I've grown up here in Southern California all my life, been here, born and raised here. So pretty much Disneyland was like an annual trip since I was a kid. So my parents were on me. So pretty much used to go annually. Then as I got older and made my own money, I was able to, save up, end up getting my own pass, and I got that back in 2013. As I get to myself when I graduated from college. Then I got my second degree, I should say. But I normally would go like pretty much like twice a month. But I passed that on to my daughter. She's grown now too, so she's a Disney fanatic as well. So, but yeah, I mean, I just love everything about Disney. Just the atmosphere. It's a place where you can escape reality. So that's pretty much what I love about it. Just get all your problems for a few hours. Just act like a kid. I feel like I'm a big kid anyway. So.
Nice, me too. I want to know what your favorite ride is, if you can narrow it down to maybe one or two, I guess.
All right, so you mean talking about at Disneyland or DCA or which one or both?
At Disneyland. Disneyland.
All right, Disneyland. Okay, classic ride. I have to break it into categories because quite naturally, Rise of Resistance is the best ride of all time. So
okay.
That's number one. That's number one of all time. So other than Rise of the Resistance, I would have to say it'll be Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, number two.
Solid choice.
Right behind that is Space Mountain. Then for nostalgic, I would just say Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So
Nice.
Those right there, I gotta hit those each time I go. So, but I forgot. I also have a picture behind me of Tim Burton when he was at Disney, a surprise visit at Disneyland when Dumbo came out. So
nice.
I have an autographed picture right there behind him.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's hella awesome.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, then I'm going to be that person. I'm going to ask you when you're in Epcot, because Epcot's my absolute favorite land in Disney World. Hands down, I'm that girl. What's your favorite country and what's your favorite drink in that country?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. I would say country. I would say Mexico. Pretty much. Drink.
Thank you.
As for drink, I'm pretty much across the board. I don't really drink that much, but I like a nice beer here and there. So it's pretty. I'm open. I have no regular favorite alcoholic beverage. So
it could be alcohol, it could be not alcoholic. I don't care. You could be like, I like the virgin margarita in Mexico is A+.
Yes.
I'm all good. I like the hot sake in Japan personally, but
I'll take that back. I think when I just gave back from my trip, they had like a Dole Whip with some rum in it, so that was delicious.
That sounds amazing.
That was awesome, especially with the hot Florida weather too. So,
yes.
That was delicious.
That's Dole Whips. I miss them.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
My favorite treat of all time, by the way, the Dole Whip.
The Dole Whip, yes.
As it should be.
Yes.
I was kind of disappointed at a touch of Disney because those Dole Whips, they didn't have the same ones from the Tiki Room.
Right.
I thought they said they would have the ones from the Tiki Room, but they didn't. Or
do they have like the funky ones, like the ones with bacon and?
No, they had those
ones.
So I was like really looking forward to the Tiki Room Dole Whips. I was upset that they didn't have it, and they were advertising it online. It's like, oh, you would have Tiki Room Dole Whips at Touch of Disney.
And that's how they got you.
Yeah.
But it was still good, I guess after not having a Dole Whip for so long, we didn't really care. So because everybody was trying to make them at home, number two. I tried to make some. I made a couple of myself. That was fun to make. So
I tried too. I'm not gonna lie.
They
It wasn't the same, but I tried.
Yeah. You have to have the right ingredients. You can't get the generic brand stuff either. So that's makes a big difference right there. So you have to get the frozen dough pineapples. You have to have a French vanilla ice cream. You have to have the original dough with the dough pineapple juice as well. So the batter is all or nothing. If you get the generic stuff, it's gonna taste like garbage. So yeah.
There's a place in the East Bay in Martinez where I live, and I swear it tastes just like Disneyland Dole Whip, and they call it Dole Whip, and it is the closest thing to the Dole Whip I have tasted anywhere. So every time I eat it, I'm just like, it's almost Disneyland. I'll settle for it until I can get back and get that Dole Whip. But yeah, close second.
Yeah, I will say the only other place that has a really delicious Dole Whip is over in Hawaii itself.
Yes.
So that's it. Those are amazing. Even at the 7-Eleven, they're delicious over there.
So I've been watching your videos online, and I've seen you've been to the park since you've been to both parks since they've been open. Tell us what your experience was like, and what can we expect? Or do you think since we're going later, we should be expecting something different?
Well, as you know, I went opening day to DCA, so that was just just the atmosphere itself was just magical itself.
Did you get applauded when you walked down Main Street?
Yes.
I'm so jealous!
They did it in both parks. Because I was at DCA, I walked down Buena Vista Street, and they're like, "Welcome back, welcome home." I'm like, I'm getting chills again. I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry when I go. I know it.
You are too much. That is why I love Disney so much. You know, just the cast members. I've been to every other theme park, Six Flags, the Universals and stuff like that. No, nothing compares. I'm sorry. So nothing compares. You know, so just that, it just make you feel welcome, like you're a long lost family member. You know, you're just coming back home. You know, I just have so many stories, like, you know, over at Galaxy's Edge with Vi Morini, the new Galaxy's Edge character. She remembered from like like a month or so before park closed. She's like, "Hey," she gave me a special code name and everything. I'm like, this is why I love this place. I could just spend the day and just play around.
Definitely.
It makes you feel like a kid again once you step in. Because I got overwhelmed with emotion just going to touch a Disney because that whole park was open.
I mean, it's just, people don't get it. I mean, it's just like, you know, it's just a special place. I try to explain to people, but it's just a magical place. You know, just it's different than any other place.
So
you're gonna make me cry right now.
I know. I keep checking to see how much longer I have until I'm going to be there.
So
would you
go ahead?
Would you say you will feel it's the same way at Disney World, or is Disneyland just a whole different type of vibe than Disney World?
Okay, that's a very good question. Totally different worlds. I could break it down to you like this. Okay, Disneyland is very intimate. You know, the original park, very intimate. Everything's right on top of each other. Disney World is literally its own city. It's 42 square miles of just magic. Disneyland, the Magic Kingdom, which is their Disneyland, is like 6 miles away from the other parks. So you have Epcot, you have Hollywood Studios, and you have Animal Kingdom, which is my favorite park, by the way, out there.
I love Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, but did you break it down to us like the parks, like Disneyland versus Magic Kingdom? It's just space. It's just Magic Kingdom is so much bigger. You know, it just opens up. Their main street just opens up. Their main hub area opens up wide. I guess it's perfect for like fireworks and shows like that. Compared to Disneyland, it's more compact. But you know, if you like intimacy, Disneyland is the park, you know, to go to. And Disneyland has more attractions, believe it or not, than Magic Kingdom. So, and you know, before I get to the battle with some of my Disney World friends, I mean, Disneyland is just better because most of our rides are better, more intense compared to like, you know, like our Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland is a little bit more intense than their Big Thunder at Disney World.
Yeah.
Their Space Mountain is different. They have 2 tracks. Their Space Mountain is like our Matterhorn. So they have an alpha and beta side. So
I feel bad for their backs.
The trains are the exact same like Matterhorn. So you feel like you're gonna die. You're gonna feel like you're
Oh, my back already hurts.
Yeah. So, but there, it's okay, but I like our Space Mountain a little bit better. And like then like in the parks, like we have Star Tours in Disneyland. They have their Star Tours over in Hollywood Studios. Let's see, like we have Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland. Their Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like stuff like that.
Isn't it next to Toy Story Land?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how their transition. Like our transition is a little bit better from Frontierland into Galaxy's Edge compared to there from Toy Story into Galaxy's Edge. So there's a little differences right there. You want to compare that. So, but yeah, then the one last thing, like when we're getting our version of the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad, it's going to be in Toontown, and over there is in Hollywood Studios. So that should be really interesting when they get.
Oh, that story is better for it to be in Toontown than in Hollywood Studios. That's a better story, park wise.
Yeah, park wise. So it makes sense. Like, and another thing, like when we get the transition of Splash Mountain into Princess and the Frog, it'll make more sense at Disneyland because that'll play a big role. Like there'll be an extension of New Orleans Square compared to over there. There, I think their Splash Mountain is in Frontierland. It's literally right across the street, right next door from their Big Thunder, which is pretty interesting perspective.
Oh, so yeah, that'll be an interesting storyline.
Yeah. So
Tiana's hanging out in the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. It makes more sense over here at the Disneyland. So you got those differences and similarities and things like that. So, and we have the best version of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Facts.
Yes.
Theirs is just terrible because theirs is only 8 minutes long. Ours is 16 minutes long.
Yeah.
They have one baby drop. We have two big, decent drops.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. It's just no comparison right there. Just the outside, exterior, everything. I would say a bigger argument. I think I like our Haunted Mansion a little bit better than theirs. That's a good argument right there. They have an extra room in the Haunted Mansion. Let's see. But of course, they win with the castle. The castle is ginormous out there.
Yeah, they do have the bigger castle, but they also have Epcot Ball.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the castle. When you go to Magic Kingdom, the castle it'll just take your breath away. I'm like, this is a big castle. It's like wow.
I don't know. I like my tiny castle.
Yeah, I like this. It's the original. So, but yeah, that's the main differences between. And Disneyland Food is way better than Magic Kingdom. Way better.
Wow.
Yeah. I've heard that several times. Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that I've heard Epcot is where you get the good food. Otherwise
Epcot is number one for food. I would say number two might be Animal Kingdom because I went to I forget which restaurant I just went to over there. I just did a video on it. But very good cuisine over there. Then I would say Hollywood Studios, the Brown Derby is really good. And Hollywood Studios is like a close second or third or something like that. So very good sit-down restaurants over at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, they have that drive-through.
Yes.
That I really want to do next time I'm there.
The 50s Prime Time Diner is amazing. You guys have to try that.
Yes, I want to do that. I want to do Dapper in Disney World one year and do it there.
Yeah, so. But, just so much. I can just go all day talking about that. The differences. Of course, the weather, the weather, it depends when you go to Disney World. I'd say the best time to go there is in March or in the late fall. Because anytime after April, you're going to die. It's like 95 degrees and like 90% humidity. Then a thunderstorm pops up like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You get these torrential downpours. It's like, just the heavens open up. Then it gets hot as heck and you just steam to death. So, yeah.
And the gators.
Yeah, the gators. They have gators signs posted all over the park. So they're cast members too. See,
I was at Disney World once when I was 5 or 6, and we were on the canoes, and there was a gator, a real gator, in the water, and they had to evacuate us.
Yeah.
So that's my fond memory of Disney World.
See, we have those cats. We have the cats here at Disneyland. They have the gators.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, gee, I wonder which one we choose.
Yeah. Cats in the day.
We got the cats. We got the ducks.
Yeah, cats and ducks.
Baby ducks. Yeah, the whole little family of ducks just walking around through the parks.
Yeah, that's like stuff like that. You get you every time. Like they even walk around downtown Disney sometimes.
Oh, the Disney ducks.
Yeah.
Disney ducks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Which park would you say is more relaxed about like the COVID rules and the temperature checks and everything like that?
You've been talking like both, but here are just on Disney World as well.
Here, Disney World and Disneyland, like which one is a little bit more relaxed to you?
Okay, I always say across Florida is a whole different planet itself when it comes to like stuff like that. So, but Disney was very good. They were really strict. When you're on their property, make sure you had your mask on and everything like that. But they were about. I think they're about neck and neck when it comes to like being on top of things when it comes to having your mask on, social distancing, and they're even match right there. So, but yeah, I would say like Florida probably a little bit more lenient because they let you take your mask off now. You take a picture, but as a couple of days ago, I think there's like no masks were really required outside. So the restrictions. But I think we're gonna here in California. I think they're gonna stick around with masks a little bit longer. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, it depends. You have the right mask on. I forget I have a mask on anyway when I'm in the parks. So, but yes, it's just mental. I think half the time.
All right, this is a question I normally ask people, so I'm gonna sidestep the pandemic and go churro or beignet.
Oh, that's a good question. I love me some churros. Churros, really? Beignets are good if you go to. I think Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen has a better beignet.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, churros.
I could just eat all of them. So, I'm a beignet girl.
Yeah.
I always choose beignets over churros.
Yeah, I'm grown up on churros, so.
I don't choose. I just get both of them. I'll eat my weight in both of them. I don't care.
As you should, because the calories don't count in Disney.
They don't. That's the magic.
Calories don't count.
They don't.
Yeah. I just tried the new beignet at the Jazz Kitchen. The banana. I think it's the banana one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. I forgot the name of it, but that one was. I think that was the best one I had.
Yeah,
that was the best one I had. That new one that came out. It was just something about the. Let me stop. I'm just gonna get hungry all over again.
You can always rely on me to ask the food and alcohol and drink questions, man. That's what I'm laser focused, man. Food and drink.
But speaking of the restaurants, Blue Bayou. I was watching Paul's Theme Park Adventure, and he went on Pirates, and he said there were only 12 tables inside of Blue Bayou.
Wow.
They went down to 12 tables.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I couldn't get a reservation. I was hoping I could.
Makes me happy. I got a reservation.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Henri.
Sorry. Makes you really excited that I'm like
I
special.
know. It's all good. That's why you
You'll
guys
be able to drink there too.
Yeah.
They have beer, wine, and their
they put a
specialty hurricane cocktail.
Yeah, they put a bar in there and everything too. And I'm just
it's gonna be awesome.
Disney. Yeah. And I'm glad Disney fixed their reservation system, but they need to do the same thing for the dining too.
Yeah.
Make you wait in that little queue to do your reservations and everything. That's what makes it hard. Mm-hmm. And I heard they randomly pick people out the queue to go up next in the line. They don't go order. And that makes it hard. Yeah, it makes it hard for everything. And I'm it's a
don't let it discourage you. You could always try to walk up. I had a friend that was in the park, and they told her that a restaurant was fully booked, and she came back, and they said, "Oh, we can actually take walk-ins," and so the Disney magic you could always try.
Yeah, Disney magic, because 12
they have-
tables.
Yeah,
I'm depending on that Disney magic.
Hey, I'm waiting for Lamplight, man. They still haven't opened Lamplight. So annoyed. I need Lamplight. I need my lobster nachos.
I thought Lamplight was open last time I went out there.
They won't allow. They don't allow reservations.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get reservations for July, and they won't let us make any reservations for it. So I don't know if it's a first come, first serve sort of thing right now, or what's going on. So I just check it like all day. I'm like, when are you giving me Lamplight?
I was gonna say, I love that you have your phone there, Jen. You're like, I'm on standby as we speak.
Yeah, no, I've been
waiting
randomly checking this like, as I'm sitting here, like, oh, I wonder if Lamplight's there yet.
Well, we have all the new restaurants coming to the Avengers place, so the Avengers campus. So at least there's some more food options coming.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Avengers campus is about to open in a few days. What are your expectations for like rope drop? Because as we know, they're having a virtual queue for web slingers, and now there's speculation out there saying that you can't get into the land unless you have a reservation for the ride. Have you heard any speculation on that? Or what are your thoughts about opening day?
Well, I think it's going to be okay overall, because the same thing happened when Galaxy's Edge opened back in 2019. They anticipated it's going to be super crowded and everything like that, but in reality, it was just like after the first hour or two, it was just dead. So, but I would say in this case, it should be fine. I think it should be fine. They will probably, have good crowd control over there for it. And especially with the web slingers, you being required to have a queue in the virtual queue, you should be fine, I think. So, plus you got the reservation system. That park is not going to be at full capacity. So you should be okay. I think everybody should be fine going there. I'll definitely find out. I'm going like on the 25th anyway, so by that time, the excitement probably would have died down by then. So I would say opening weekend next weekend is gonna probably be bananas.
Yeah, you're gonna hit it hard, Ree. Yeah. It's gonna be mad busy for you. Yeah. I'm going at the end of July. I'm the late one in this group, so.
Yeah. But it's probably a perfect opportunity to hit all the other rides over at DCA. So,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
You're gonna actually be able to walk on cars, something nobody's able to do.
Pretty much.
And they're gonna have 2 shows in the Avengers campus, and I kind of feel like a lot of families, a lot of younger kids are gonna want to go watch these shows, meet their superheroes, and I'm assuming the meet and greets are gonna be there as well. So maybe a lot of the foot traffic will kind of go that way too.
Yeah, they probably have stand in certain areas, at least for right now, for social distancing purposes until after the 15th, of course, when everything opens up 100% here. So. Yeah, that should be interesting how they play that with the meet and greets as well.
Definitely.
It'll be interesting to see if they change it. Because did they change the meet and greets? Did they change the meet and greets in Disney World?
Not that I know of.
Or are they still far away social distance ones?
Still social distance.
Okay.
It's still social distance there. So, but meet and greets are still fun, so they have unique areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. My power just kind of went out for a second. So we were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I noticed at Disneyland California Adventure, there's been some unique meet and greets there that we haven't seen before. I think that's an awesome thing. Have you seen anybody new at the parks that we haven't normally seen at Disney for the meet and greets?
They bring all the old school characters out. I think Mortimer Mouse was out one time. Let's see, a couple of other characters. I think Chip and Dale came over. But yeah, characters you haven't seen in years came out. I'm like, wow, okay, I forgot they were even a Disney character, So, but Yeah, they bring all the they had no they're not holding back, so they bring all the characters over there. You know, they have like Goofy and Max fishing off of the wharf.
I saw that. I love that.
Yeah.
Here's crossing my fingers. I need Robin Hood and Little John out while I'm there, man.
Yeah.
Robin Hood and Little John.
Yeah.
I heard someone saw Scrooge McDuck. I didn't see a picture, so I don't know if it's true, but
Yeah, I think I did see Scrooge. I think I did see Scrooge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like a lot of surprises.
Yeah, that Goofy at DCA is my favorite because they were doing that at Touch of Disney, and they had Max, and they played Powerline. And when Powerline came out, Max did the dance. I said, "Yes, that's the best." So I'm glad they kept Goofy there, having him out there fishing. That was
I like that. I like that a lot.
My favorite meet and greet.
Yeah. And of course, Mickey and Minnie, of course, they had them over by Little Mermaid. So
really?
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is it the Dapper Mickey and Minnie, or is it the
the Dapper Mickey?
The Dapper ones.
Yeah, the Dapper one. Then all the Toy Story characters are out. You know, so roaming about. The Incredibles, because the cool thing was they had Mrs. Incredible right by the launch of Incredicoaster, counting down and just whipping everybody off. You know?
Yes.
It was awesome. It was awesome. So
I live for Pixar characters walking around. They tend to have the most fun.
Yeah, you had Sadness out there. Joy was out there, you know, so.
Oh, yay.
I want Bing Bong to be somewhere and the Princess Unicorn Girl from Inside Out. I can't remember her name. I want to see them somewhere. I would probably never leave their side all day.
Be honest, you wouldn't leave Nick and Sally.
No. Well, I don't know.
I remember standing in line with you for Nick and Sally, and you just wanting the handsome fox Nick. So I remember.
What can I say? I love Nick Wilde. They need to have him walking around again. It's those Disney foxes. I don't know what it is.
They're awesome characters, of course.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I saw Robin Hood, I'd be there.
So,
be like, sorry, you gamed me today.
So, Damon, who's your favorite character out of all the Disney?
I would say Goofy. Goofy's probably my favorite all time. So yeah, Goofy. Yeah, any of the Fab Five. You know, any of the Fab Five are like my favorite. So
favorite villain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one. What's his name from Princess and the Frog?
The Shadow Man.
Dr. Yay.
He's cool.
He's fun to talk to. Yeah. He's fun to talk to.
Same with Cruella.
Cruella's the best, hands down. All she wanted was a jacket. Yeah. All she wanted was a jacket.
The Evil Queen is always good too. So yeah. But they're all fun to interact with.
All right. Well, I have a ride question.
Yeah.
Did you ride the new Snow White?
Yes, I did.
Is it all that cracked up to be?
I was impressed. I was impressed with the technology and the animatronics, and yeah, it was awesome.
It's worth the 40 minutes.
Yeah, just the animation, just the technology is worth it. I'm like, okay, even though the ride's only 2 minutes long, totally worth it. I'm like, okay. This is the next level. This is the future of the Fantasyland attraction rides. So, but yeah, it was great. They did perfect.
I'm gonna miss the scary forest, I think, a little bit. I always kind of liked getting a little bit of scared in there, and back to the gators, the wood gators and everything, the tree gators. Uh-huh. It always has a soft spot in my heart, so I'm gonna miss it a little bit. But I've seen lots of videos and photos of it, and they did an amazing job. So I will give them that.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of the Seven Doors Mine Train over at Disney World a little bit. So, but yeah, just the certain scenes in there. So, but yeah, they did a really good job.
What was your favorite your land in Disneyland?
Disneyland, I would say, it's gotta be Galaxy's Edge now. if you eliminate Galaxy's Edge, I would say possibly maybe Frontierland or it was Tomorrowland for a while, but Tomorrowland just needs a makeover badly.
Yeah, it's a shell of itself now.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But Adventureland is coming back too. So, but especially with the new Jungle Cruise when they come back online. So
that's coming back soon. I just reported on that.
Yeah, that's the 16th, as a matter of fact, of July.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the new jokes.
Yeah,
I love me a dad joke, so anything to get me to giggle. Yeah, I'm always wondering if they're going to bring, if they're going to try to bring Beauty and the Beast from Tokyo.
That would be
that would be interesting. I don't know where they put it, but
they'll probably put it in a new, the expansion. It just brought up.
Oh, that's true.
They may bring some of that stuff over there.
That's true. Project,
so
I keep forgetting that we're getting a third park in California because it's my brain can't handle the fact that they're going to put a third park in California.
I
love it, but at the same time, I'm like, what? We have space for that?
Yeah, because people want us to get the Tron coaster here.
Yeah,
but that thing is so massive.
I heard that thing's ridiculously huge.
Yeah, it'll literally take up half of Tomorrowland at Disneyland. Just the building itself is like this.
Yeah. They might put it in the new land. Yeah. I heard that the new land's going to be, at least I heard the rumors is the volcano. They're going to have a Peter Pan thing and Wakanda.
Oh yeah, because I know they're bringing that Wakanda attraction to DCA. That's going to be phase 2 of Adventures Campus coming in a couple of years. The state-of-the-art attraction that's supposed to be going.
It's going to be Wakanda.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
It's supposed to be better than Flight of Passage. So yeah, it's going to be. They said it's going to be the next level ride right there. So.
Wow! And see here, I was looking forward to just a Doctor Strange experience.
Oh no!
And now I get Black Panther. Sweet. That's all I need. I'm just gonna live in Marvel Land.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna do.
When I go to Disneyland, I just live in Galaxy's Edge. I just spend the whole day.
My husband has yet to have gone to Disneyland yet since Star Wars Land opened, and I'm really truly afraid that I'm going to take him to it and I will lose him.
Oh,
he's already I don't know. Do I want to build a lightsaber or do I want to get a hero lightsaber? And I'm I'm going to lose you, which is fine. And then he's just I should practice my video gaming. So when I get on the Millennium Falcon, I'm really good at flying. And I'm oh, I'm gonna lose you. I've lost you. It's fine. We're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna lose you and
drop him off there.
Be but yeah, we got reservations for Blue Bayou, but it's only for 4. So the girls are gonna eat at Blue Bayou and spend money. And I told the boys, I'm sorry, go to Galaxy's Edge and have fun. And they were both just oh, twist our arm. You mean we get to hang out in Star Wars for the day? Okay, bye. I was all right, cool.
Yeah, Rise of the Resistance is hands down the best attraction ever.
Oh, I can't wait. I've watched the POVs
hands down.
Tons and tons of times. I cannot wait to ride that ride.
Because I've been on at least 4 or 5 times already. Because I've hit jackpot each time I've gotten a reservation for it, the queue for it. So, but yeah, the first time I got on it, my mind was blown. I was shaking coming off of that ride. What just happened? Just. I'm such a nerd, how the mechanics behind the attraction that works. Mm-hmm. Just from the shuttle, you get from the shuttle to the destroyer, people would literally, when I go now, I just watch people's reaction for the first time, get on their reaction when you get off the ship. People literally just hit the floor what just happened?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So then just it gets better each time. I'm okay.
And the fact that it's trackless, that's just fascinating to me.
Yeah, just like the transition, just like everything, if you get the A mode of it where everything's working properly, perfect. And even the B mode is good. That's when the animatronic for what's his name, it's not working properly. They have a screen that comes up, for Kylo Ren, I should say. But it's just perfect. Even that version is perfect, flawless. But it's just the perfect. It's like I tell people, it's like a combination of all it's like Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, Guardians of the Galaxy, all wrapped into one attraction. That's what it is. So
you're getting me hyped.
Yeah,
you're getting me super hyped.
Looks like they just said, "Look, let's put every popular Disney attraction in one attraction, and theme of the Star Wars. You get that."
Oh yeah, I'm hyped. Let's go. All right, get in the car. I'm just gonna go now. Bye, guys.
Yeah, so I'm like, but yeah, I'll try to, I want to give people an opportunity to ride it, but I'm like, you know what? When I pass it up, I'm like, man, I wish you could have got a reservation. I want to get on it now,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose,
Yeah.
Yeah,
get on that ride if you want to ride it. Get on that ride.
Well, I would say
everybody else's fault.
I would say second number 2 is for Flight of Passage over at Disney World. That's like the second best ever attraction created. So that's like soaring on steroids. That's hard.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, first time I rode it like, I got when the park open, I rode it like 3 times back to back to back. Then I waited an hour in line to ride it for a 4th time. I'm like, it's worth it. So, but then
making me want to go to Disney World too. That's expensive.
Yeah, it's cheap. Actually, it's cheaper. The tickets are cheaper than Disneyland.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
I did find that out.
Much like what you pay for a hotel at Disneyland is ridiculous.
Yeah,
you can stay at a 5-star hotel out there for a couple nights at Disneyland out here. So that's just that in itself. And I would say the other favorite ride out there is Expedition Everest. That ride is just no joke. That's like the best ride. The second best ride over at Animal Kingdom. It's like their version of Matterhorn. So, but it's much better.
Wow, I'm taking your advice. Because you give the best tips. That's how anybody else on YouTube about Disney. And,
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think those tips will definitely will help out. I don't know if this question was asked because my power went out, and it's when you do your first show, something always has to go wrong.
Yeah, no problem. I mean,
yeah, we appreciate you though for sticking around and chopping it up with us.
I
just have a couple more questions for you. I know our time is winding down. First one is, if it hasn't been asked already, what are your top 5 tips to get your trip ready for Disneyland? If they are going,
that's a good one.
Yeah, going out there.
Oh, for Disneyland?
Yeah, Disneyland.
All right, I would say just have patience. Number 1, pretty much just be prepared. You can't do Disneyland. You can't wing it anymore. I was good back in the day, like 10, 15 years ago, but you have to have a game plan when you go to Disneyland, where you want to go first. If you want to do Galaxy's Edge, do Rise of Resistance, make sure that's your top priority. Number 1, get one of the 2 queues, the 7 o'clock to 12 noon queue. Make that your number 1 priority. Then after that, just say, hey, you want to do which attraction, if you want to hit Indiana Jones or something like that. Another one is get familiar with the phone, with the dining, with the virtual queue for dining and stuff like that. They're pushing everybody in that direction, especially for the quick service restaurants, the mobile dining, I should say, the mobile ordering, I should say. So that's going to be play a big role, at least for the rest of the year, because if you do that, you have to give yourself plenty of time. Say you want to have your lunch at 1 o'clock, you want to place your mobile order around 11. Give yourself an hour and a half, 2 hours for that. Then of course, restaurants, you know, make sure you plan in advance. Sometimes you might have an opportunity, like, when the lady said earlier, like you may go up, walk up, and it may have an opening.
Mhm.
It may take walk-ups. So just that, just just be patient, drink plenty, have plenty of water, So um, another tip, you go to a quick service restaurant, they give you like free water too. You have to pay $5 for it.
Oh, nice.
So that's another tip right there. I like to tell people. And yeah, just have a little snack pack. Snack pack. You can eat bring your own little snacks. You don't have to fork out $300 for a meal if you don't want to do that. So, but then you can walk across the street. That's one thing about Disneyland. You have like multiple options across the street. You walk across the street, have a restaurant, go to Denny's or something like that, go to McDonald's, and just come back. So, or go to downtown Disney, so, but yeah, those are a few tips right there.
Those are some good tips. I always forget the water, so I'm going to remember that. I'm going to write that. I'm actually writing that down on my little notebook here.
Yeah,
Water's important.
Just bring your own water, or
Hydration.
Definitely.
Now I have this graphic up on the side. You do a weekly updates on YouTube, called Damian Does Disney. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I do, like what I do, I try to drive a traditional video. It'd be from like tips. Like I have one I'm working on right now, talking about like a monthly update for what's going on in the parks. That's like my biggest one right there. Construction updates. Then like midweek, I do like Wednesday nights at 6:30 Pacific. I do like a live stream. Like just all my followers can answer questions like I'm doing now. Like have any questions about the park? Concerns. The latest breaking news, we talk about that. Anything that doesn't related, favorite attractions, giving pointers about, if they have different, like a person who has special needs or something like that, like where to get the special passes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's what I do on my Wednesday night live stream. Just get to know my followers. Yeah, but yeah, that's what my channel is about. Great tips, my fun adventures in the parks. So I try to go at least probably like once a month. So just share my experiences with everybody.
Cool. And we can also catch you on the Disney Beat as well. I know you contribute to the Disney Beat as well. Yes,
TC and Amy at the Disneyland Beat. Yeah, I've been working with them actually for almost a year now. So pretty much they were following me as well at first, and reached out to me, because they're based out of Washington State. So they wanted like an on-site reporter of the parks. Since I live so close to the parks, I could go when I had a pass. I would go frequently, So, but yeah, I'm like their on-site reporter, like what's going on locally at the parks. I'll give them like some tips or something like that, or I hear something they haven't heard first, I would share that news, or I would personal experiences. But yeah. That's been a good relationship with them, working with them, become really good friends over the years. But yeah, that's been really fun. I do that. I think we do that like a live stream probably like a couple of times a month as well. So, which is really fun.
Well, okay, yeah. Final thoughts. Again, Damian, thank you again for being patient with us. It's our first show. And
yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
I don't know why
you came with the info.
Internet going out, but yeah, he did. I told you guys, Damian is one of the best YouTubers that I've seen out there. So everybody that's watching, subscribe to Damian Does Disney. He has all the insight for you. He'll make your trip much easier for you, and it will relax your mind about your next trip to Disney or Disney World. That's my final thought. Chrissy, Jen?
My final thought is I can't wait to get back to the parks. I'm excited. I go in about a week, and I know things are different, so it'll take some time to get used to, but I'm happy just to be able to go. And Damon, thanks for joining us and giving us some tips and everything. And we really enjoyed your company. Some good talks with you, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, final thoughts. I'll be there 1 month and 27 days because I have a countdown.
Nice.
So, again, thank you so much for dealing with our technical issues. This is brand new. I hope you come again when we have this down to a science. And we've all been to the park and we all can talk about our experiences and stuff like that. That would be totally fun.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to put on some ears and some comfy shoes with some inserts and just walk Disney while eating and drinking everything in sight because Disney popcorn is happening.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm there. Like I said, I'll try to go like at least once a month, but hopefully we can get the new annual program, whatever that's going to look like. I'll try to go
Absolutely.
as frequent as I can. And, you know, you never know, you might see me there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, again, thank you so much. For me, I will be there on Friday and Saturday, so I will be filming some footage. And I'll be posting it on our Instagram page about the parks. Also, we will be filming another show. My son and my family, we're calling it It's a Perkins Thing. So it will be our first episode will be at the parks, be highlighting baby Aaliyah's first time at the park, taking her first little steps inside the park. So look out for that show here on the Coaching Network. I am your boy, DJ Ree. That's the lovely Chrissy. That's the lovely Jennifer. And that's our friend Damian. Again, thank you so much for coming on. We do have a giveaway. We're giving away some Pixar ears. Go to our Instagram page for the info. And the link is in the bio for our GoFundMe to keep the ghost showing. All right. Happy Memorial Day. And you guys will have a good night. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.